Hey YouTube, this is Alexander and I'm back with another video. This time just going to be talking about the pros, the cons, everything in between, as well as my experiences with jailbreaking and why you should or shouldn't do it. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll start off with the pros of jailbreaking. If you remember, I did a video a couple months ago, I think already now, a couple months, about why you should root, which is, towards Android phones. This time it's going to be for jailbreaking, and let's get started with the pro. A pro of jailbreaking is just the idea of being able to free your iPhone or iPad or iPod, your iDevice basically, to be able to do a lot more things than you could if it wasn't jailbroken. For example, I have a little list here. You can reorganize apps. For example, you want Safari to be named Internet, you can do that. You can rename different social networking apps to your liking if you want to put Facebook as FB, for example. You can also change your default browser, your default Gmail client. You can install ROMs, not ROMs as in Android ROMs, but ROMs as in gaming ROMs, so that you can play and play on emulator games, Game Boy Advance, stuff like that if you're into that. You can also make use of your iPhone as a tethering device. So if you don't have a tethering plan, which is controversial and it is up to you. I'm not like endorsing it or recommending it. I'm just saying that that's some people can see that as a pro. It just allows you to basically customize your look and feel. You can have themes. You can install tweaks to enable certain colors in different areas of your notification center, of your status bar, of your nav bar at the top. There's just so much you can do if you jailbreak your device. Another pro is Siri. So if you have Siri on your device now and you feel like it's kind of boring or you want to be able to teach her new things, you can do that. There's all sorts of tweaks out there to enable Siri to be able to say custom phrases or use different servers so that certain words are allowed that Siri normally wouldn't say, or you can produce funny answers. So little, I guess you can say, novelties like that would allow you to enhance your device because you jailbroke it. Security is also another thing. Security, which I'm not getting into the if jailbreaking is secure part right now. I'm talking about your lock screen security. There are different things you can do with your lock screen that go along with security. You can show more information, such as enabling your lock screen to show the weather. If you've seen any of my jailbreak tweaks, you'll know I talked about one of them, can't remember the name. There's also, you can change the slide to unlock that it says at the bottom to say, if I wanted to say Alexander's iPhone or something like that, I can have it do that. You can change the color of the slider. You can change the entire theme, how it slides open to unlock, all sorts of stuff like that, as well as add different security methods. I believe there was one that just came out maybe this last week, and it allowed you to play a piano tune in order to unlock your iPhone. So stuff like that is things that you can get if you jailbreak, different ways to unlock your phone, different themes to install, tweaks for Siri, all sorts of color customization, customize it. It's almost pretty much endless if you jailbreak your device. Another thing that I'll mention about a pro of jailbreaking is, I guess if you use Google Now, which was released on iOS, you'll know that you might know that there's a tweak called Now, which I will put in the pro section because it allows you to quickly and easily access Google search just by any activation method you choose from the settings to be able to get to Google Now quickly, or you can, like I said, just get to Google search very quickly. So that is also another pro that Apple doesn't allow. Okay, so now on to the cons of jailbreaking your iDevice. A con can be possible slowdown or hiccups, even lag from having to install all these tweaks. Your device can start to run slow and the battery life can also take a hit. I've noticed that on my iPod Touch models as well as my iPhone 4. If I have a lot of stuff installed, which is why I usually try to keep it minimal with the customization, but if you have a lot of things installed and you're constantly running them and using them, the memory is obviously going to be taken up to have to use those tweaks, and so you're going to experience some lag and hiccup. And then if you also on top of that are running some sort of background task that is usually always running or has to run all the time, the battery is also going to take a hit. So that's those are some of the cons, as well as security. because Cydia isn't really monitored on what apps or tweaks go into the Cydia store. It's your job to make sure that you're downloading or installing a tweak from a reputable source and that you know what you're installing before you install it, as so that you can avoid possible security breaches of your information or anything like that. However, the security part of that, the security aspect, isn't really such a big deal. If you've heard it on the internet, you've heard it on reliable sources saying this jailbreak tweak is pretty cool, check it out. It's usually okay, but there's always just that precautionary step that you need to take or that you should take before installing a jailbreak tweak or app. So before this video gets any longer, just go ahead and wrap it up by giving you my thoughts about jailbreaking. So I've had an iPod Touch 2nd generation, 2 iPod Touch 4th generations, and an iPhone 4 that have all been jailbroken on all sorts of different firmwares, all the way from I think 2 or 3 to 6. And in my experience, it was always easy and it was very straightforward. The process was not hard at all, and I would recommend it if you're looking to, if there's a list that's building or growing in your mind that you wish iOS had, I would recommend checking out jailbreaking. And remember that you can always restore your device, so you should back it up before you jailbreak, which I believe most tools now tell you to do. And then you can go ahead and jailbreak. And if for whatever reason something's not working, it stops, you can always go ahead and plug it up back into iTunes and just hit restore. That way you can take it back to Apple and get a brand new one if you need to. So that's going to pretty much wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe down there, and stay tuned because I'll be having more videos. Catch you in the next one.